Have you ever felt like maybe a part of you got left behind somewhere on the road to adulthood? You know, that vibrant, curious, maybe a little bit fearless person you used to be? Well, today we're going to go on a little journey to find them again. Let's talk about how to reconnect with that essential part of you, your inner child. Just think about this for a second. On one side, you've got the child, dreaming these huge dreams, laughing from their belly, totally believing in wonder. And then there's the adult. So often, we're afraid to speak our minds, we're worried about what everyone will think, and maybe we've even forgotten what makes us genuinely happy. It's a pretty stark contrast, isn't it? And it makes you ask a really important question. Yeah, what happened? What happened between being that boundless kid and the responsible adult you are right now? Where did all that spark go? And here's what's so important to get. This isn't some kind of personal failure. It's not your fault. It's a learned behavior. We were all taught, usually in very subtle ways, to just turn down the volume on our most authentic selves so we could fit in and meet the world's expectations. So, what even is this inner child we're talking about? Look, it's not about being childish, not at all. It's really about accessing the very core of who you are. It's the source of some of your most powerful and vital qualities. I mean, think about it. Your inner child is your curiosity, that part of you that just has to ask why. It's your raw creativity, from before you were told to color inside the lines. It's your emotional honesty, your natural sense of play, and your ability to dream without putting limits on yourself. These aren't things to grow out of. They are literal superpowers. Okay, so if these qualities are so amazing, why on earth would we learn to hide them? Well, this is when we need to look at all those outside forces that teach us, slowly but surely, to just silence that inner voice. You know, it starts with these little phrases we've all heard. A small correction here, a little nudge there, just pushing us away from that pure, honest expression. And then comes the pressure to be realistic, right? To ground our biggest dreams in what seems possible or acceptable to other people. This one's the big one, isn't it? It's like the ultimate command to just pack that part of yourself away and leave it behind for good. And finally, this one, the one that puts a ceiling on our ambitions. Little by little, phrases like these build up walls all around our inner child. And this is fascinating when you break it down like this. Our school systems, a lot of the time, they reward conformity. You know, having the correct answer, following the rules, memorizing facts. But our inner child, it needs the exact opposite. It thrives on curiosity, on asking why, on creative, messy exploration. So one system rewards certainty, while the other rewards wonder. And as we get older, that pressure becomes social. The person who loved to draw gets told it's not a real career. The one who loved to dance starts to worry that people might laugh at them. That fear of judgment, it becomes one of these strongest cages we build for ourselves. And this slide just nails the shift that happens inside us. The question that guides our life changes from one of authenticity, what makes me happy, to one of acceptance. What will other people approve of? And suddenly, we start living for an audience instead of for ourselves. So, look, if you've ever done everything you were supposed to do, got the job, the house, the whatever, and you still felt like something was missing, this is probably why. That missing piece isn't something you need to go out and find. It's something you need to rediscover right inside you. But here is the really, really good news. This is not a permanent state of being. You absolutely can find your way back. So let's just walk through a few gentle, totally doable steps to help you reconnect. Please remember this. That part of you is not gone. It didn't die. It's just waiting. It's patiently buried under all the layers of responsibility and expectations and fear, just waiting for you to turn around and say hello again. So how do we actually do it? Okay, step 1, just let yourself be curious again. Go down that random internet rabbit hole. Pick up a book on a topic you know nothing about. Step 2, do something just for the sheer joy of it. Doodle, put on that old album and dance around. Go kick a soccer ball. And step 3, and this one is huge, give yourself permission to be a total beginner again, to make mistakes and not beat yourself up over it. And finally, step 4, you need to ask yourself a very specific and very powerful question. Just sit with this for a moment.
Seriously, what would you do? What would you wear? What would you create or say or try if the fear of what other people might think was completely gone? The answer to that question? That's a direct phone line back to your most authentic self. Because you see, the goal here isn't to become a child again. The goal is to redefine what it means to be an adult by integrating all the wisdom you've gained with all the wonder you were born with. And this, right here, is what it's all about. Real maturity isn't about crushing your inner child. It's about creating a safe space for your curiosity and your joy and your creativity to live right alongside your adult responsibilities. It's about becoming a guardian for that precious part of yourself. Just think about the innovators, the artists, the leaders you look up to, the scientists with their boundless curiosity, the entrepreneurs who dream fearlessly. They are the people who somehow manage to hold on to that childlike imagination and combine it with adult discipline and experience. They prove that this isn't just possible, it's incredibly powerful. So I'll leave you with this thought. Maybe the greatest challenge of our lives isn't about growing up and leaving childhood behind. Maybe it's about figuring out how to grow up without losing the most essential, vibrant, and authentic part of who you are. How are you going to answer that challenge?